The show's over, the curtain's called. In fact, the show's been over for about a fucking week and a half now. And, Backlash is right around the corner. I am, of course, joined by Mr. Craven Gaming.
Hi, guys.
We booked it, and now it's time to see how well we did. And I, for some reason, got rid of the Payback wiki.
I got it.
But we are going to obviously start off with the pre-show kickoff fucking, like, does not matter at all match.
Yep.
I apologize. Like, even when they have good matches on there, they don't matter because they're the fucking pre-show.
Yep.
So obviously we did not book this one because this just got added last minute. Enzo Amore and Big Cass taking on Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson.
Who cares?
Who cares? Again, it's a pre-show match. It doesn't really matter. Enzo and Cass won. Does this mean that they're going to get great, like, tag team title pushes?
Nope.
Probably not.
Nope. Well, I mean, didn't you see what happened on the following Raws?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Fucking Cesaro and Sheamus, again, number one contenders.
This means nothing. Enzo and Cass aren't getting pushed. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows aren't getting pushed, although I would love to see the Club versus the Hardy Boys.
Oh, that would be incredible.
It would be great. Just like Bullet Club's style versus the Hardy Boys style, it would be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Enzo and Cass are great, but as long as we have face champions, we're never going to have a face challenger.
The other thing is, too, like, I feel basically they're just trying to pit these two tag teams against each other just because they need somebody to feud with, and they've been in a feud for 5 months now, almost.
Well, also, WWE's written themselves into a corner with this pre-match, like, pre-show shit.
Yeah.
Now they have to have
at least a match.
They have to have at least one match in a pre-show, which is shitty because they just shouldn't have a pre-show.
Yeah. Or if they do, just make it different matches.
Event.
Yeah.
Or make it mean something. Like, Enzo Amore and Big Cass versus Gallows and Anderson. Winner becomes the number one contender to fight whoever wins later on tonight.
Yeah, or just something like that.
Because then you would at least have, like, be guessing about the title match later on. It's like, ooh, Enzo and Cass won, so does that mean Cesaro and Sheamus are going to take the titles? Like, just make it mean something. Because right now your pre-shows don't mean anything.
Mm-hmm. Anyways.
Then we have the United States Champion Kevin Owens versus the challenger Chris Jericho. And if Jericho wins, he gets transferred to SmackDown.
Yeah, this is one of the few matches I managed to watch, was actually really, really good.
Oh yeah. No, this was a fantastic match.
Actually the longest match, too.
And also, is this, I mean, like, we're gonna get to the spoilers for the end of this match, but is this, like, the first time Chris Jericho has won a big match with the Walls? Like, in a long time?
In a long time? Because you said big match, I think.
Yeah, like, I've seen
so.
Chris Jericho beat, like, Fandango or something, or, like, some sort of jobber heel with it.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I'm pretty sure, because usually it's like Codebreaker or freaking Lion Salt for some reason. That works.
There was a lot of psychology in this match.
There was. It was great.
You had, like, Kevin Owens breaking out of the pin by using the fucking finger touch of doom.
Yes, the finger touch.
And
then
fucking Chris Jericho, he gets pissed off at the finger touch of doom, and not the fact that he should be fucking putting his submission moves on when he's not near the ropes.
Yeah.
So he
starts attacking the finger.
He fucking breaks his hand between the steps and the ring.
Yeah. Another thing I want to throw out there, just for fun little tidbits, is when I was watching Chris Jericho's entrance, I actually thought he was wearing the jacket Dean Ambrose gave him. I
would have fucking lost my shit.
Positive, like in a good way or a bad way?
Like in a good way.
Yeah, it would have been like, that's kind of like adorably funny and stupid at the exact same time. Thank you, Jericho.
Yo, can you imagine, like, a Dean Ambrose, Chris Jericho tag team? The Lunatic Lion Tamer?
Yeah, I could see that. Actually, may not be too bad.
That would be, it would actually be pretty much the coolest thing. I like what they're doing with Dean Ambrose right now, by the way. This has nothing to do with the pay-per-view, because Dean Ambrose is nowhere to be found here.
Yeah, really.
I think that's because he's on SmackDown. But
No, he's on Raw.
Is he on Raw?
Yeah.
No, he's nowhere to be found here. No, he's your IC... Oh, yeah, IC Champion's on Raw.
Yep.
We actually don't have an IC Championship match on this Raw exclusive pay-per-view, so fuck us, I guess.
Right.
But Dean Ambrose is actually kind of acting a little wacky for the first time since he's been called a lunatic.
He's been acting... He had a moment where he acted pretty lunatic, pretty psychotic, more or less.
Yeah.
But then he stopped and became more tame, then he, then it went in, spurts, and then died down for a while. And, having the lunatic come back and be kind of wacky and wild, it is really great to see that again. It is really refreshing. It's one of the reasons I love him, is just because he's so uncanny.
I do love myself. I do love me some Dean Ambrose.
So he's essentially, he's the Looney Tunes of the WWE.
He really is. He's the Woody Woodpecker.
He's like, who the fuck would do this? Dean Ambrose.
It's like, this would be incredibly stupid. No one would do this. And the camera just pans over to Dean Ambrose with a donut in his mouth.
Yeah, there, I'll do it.
He's like,
okay.
I'm in. I don't even know what it is, but I'm in.
Imagine Jeff Hardy and Dean Ambrose becoming a tag team.
Yo, Broken Matt and Dean Ambrose.
Just anybody who's mildly psychotic or mildly high risk, and Dean Ambrose.
Yeah. That being said, we were talking about Dean Ambrose when he's the only Shield member that doesn't have a match today.
Yeah.
But Chris Jericho wins.
When this happened.
Chris Jericho wins and beats Kevin Owens with the walls, and so he takes the title back and he goes to SmackDown. The next night, immediately loses it again to Kevin Owens.
Two nights,
sorry, because we had to go to SmackDown. So, there was no consequence. Nobody gets transferred to anywhere. Both of them stay on SmackDown.
Yep. Well, we already know why Owens took it back.
Well, yeah, because Jericho's fucking off for Fozzy, but then why does it matter what brand Jericho's on? Yeah,
that's the only part that kind of bothered me, too.
Because it seems like Chris Jericho only won this match so that he would go to SmackDown. But who gives a fuck what brand he's on? He's just gonna fuck off and go play with Fozzy.
Yeah, we'll see you in 6 months.
I mean, I think Kevin Owens needed the win more, but it's nice to see Chris Jericho have another 48-hour run with the United States Championship.
It could also be one of those things where, we don't want Kevin Owens to be the 2-time U.S. Championship, let's make him the 3-time U.S. champ.
I guess.
It could be just one of those stupid shit.
I still find it hilarious that the battle was who would become the face of America, and both of them are Canadian.
Yeah, they mentioned that too, that's the funny part.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because you mentioned Fozzy, this is semi-relevant then. They actually released a song called Judas. It's actually kind of good.
I have never listened to Fozzy.
It's actually kind of, yeah.
It's low-key kind of good, though?
I don't know if it's your taste, but it's borderline my taste.
You know what? Link me it later on, and I'll ignore it for about a week, and then I'll watch it.
Yeah, that's typical how it goes.
Next up, the King of the Cruiserweights. The Cruiserweight Championship. Cruiserweight Champion Neville taking on AA Austin Aries. We both had Austin Aries for this one. By the way, we both had Kevin Owens for the last one, and we both lost that one.
I also thought of this earlier today. How you basically call Neville the British person that sounds like a Scottish.
Yeah.
Could you say that he's a Briscott?
He's a Briscott?
Instead of a biscuit?
Yeah, he is. I don't know, that's how he sounds when he says, King of the Cruiserweights. I'm like, aren't you British, though?
It would depend on where.
So, AA Austin Aries taking on Neville. Again, these two put on a fucking clinic every single time they're in the ring together.
I have to agree with what my dad actually mentioned about this match. It was essentially whitewashed of, yes, I said whitewashed, of the WrestleMania match. Like, it was copy-paste, essentially.
Kind of, with a bit of a different finish. Like, instead of the eye rake...
Yeah, it was tossing the ref.
Yeah. Which, I mean, fine, right? Because it's like, oh, WrestleMania, he wins by disqualification. Fucking Payback, he wins by disqualification. Actually, what is the next Raw exclusive pay-per-view? Because if it's some sort of an extreme one...
Also, I have to say, Neville won at WrestleMania, not by DQ.
Yeah. Well, so he won by cheating, is what I mean.
Yeah, he won by thumb to the eye, dirty pin.
So, the next Raw exclusive pay-per-view is Extreme Rules.
Wow, it's like you knew.
Well, it's almost like they knew. It's almost like they put forethought into a feud surrounding a title. Now, if only they could do this with their other titles.
Okay, that also kind of pisses me off that Extreme Rules is actually... Wait, yeah, that means TLC is a fucking SmackDown exclusive.
TLC is a SmackDown exclusive. I could see that going really well, because Extreme Rules doesn't mean you can't have a ladder match.
Or a tables match.
Or a tables match. And I could see Austin Aries versus Neville just basically being like...
no holds barred, falls count anywhere.
Something along the lines of, like, Neville can't get himself disqualified. Neville, he can cheat, but Austin Aries can cheat.
Yeah, last man standing match.
Last man standing I don't think works towards the cruiserweights, though.
Excuse me. Last light man standing.
Last man flying. Maybe an I quit match? Like, I resign, or whatever the fuck... Because he wants the king to step down, right? I step down.
I forfeit.
I forfeit. I'm the fucking worst. Well, you mean, no, he's not, because both Austin Aries and Neville are great.
They are incredible.
I would love to see Austin Aries take the title, and then maybe TJP, like, usurps Neville.
I'm also kind of upset that TJP turned heel, like...
I don't mind, he's been doing okay at it.
He's been doing okay at it, but still, like...
I think that he should change his theme, though, from, like, a Dr. Wily to, like, a Bowser theme.
Oh my god, please. Like, his entrance is already awesome enough. Don't make it more awesome.
Right? Like, have it be a heel video game, like, it changes. I would love, actually, for, like, TJP to change his theme music every time he turns.
Oh my gosh. That would be incredible.
So it's like he turns face, and now it's like a Legend of Zelda orchestral theme.
Or like a freaking Super Mario, like Mario.
Yeah, like some sort of Mario Galaxy, like ba da da. No, it's the fucking do the Smash Bros. Brawl theme. Da 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 da.
Which I'm not gonna lie, is one of the best fucking Smash themes ever.
It's the best Smash theme ever.
It's so good. Anyways, we're getting off track.
We're moving on. Austin Aries wins by disqualification when Neville shoves the ref.
Didn't shove, he fucking threw him.
Yeah, no, he full on like body checked him. But it's great. Makes Austin Aries look strong. Makes Neville look like a bitch.
Wasn't a body check.
I'm moving on from your bullshit.
Grabbed him by the collar and threw him.
The next match is the Hardy Boys, Jeff and like slightly chipped Matt Hardy.
Cracked.
Almost like new condition, but some wear and tear Matt Hardy versus Cesaro and Sheamus for the Raw Tag Team Championship. Once again, a lot of psychology going into this match, and I thought the match was really good.
It was. Matt Hardy had a spot with Cesaro, I believe, where he did like this. Like, I think it was a signature move in like middle of the ring.
Was it the side effect?
That's it. It was the side effect. I just could not remember the name of it. It looked really meh, but at the exact same time it looked really nice.
Well, yeah, I mean, it goes to show that I don't know if these guys practiced with each other afterwards, because I don't think, like... I know Sheamus was kind of big around the time of, like, Jeff and Matt were still in the company. I think that was around the time that, like, Sheamus beat Cena in the tables match for his first championship. But Cesaro, they didn't really do anything with Cesaro, so it was kind of cool to see their styles mesh together.
Yeah, the side effect is a sit-out side slam. So, like, it's really bland and boring and meh. But it's just, like...
Well, yeah,
okay.
when Matt does it, it looks great.
Okay, sorry. I'm at Matt Hardy's wiki, and one of the fucking signature moves it has, quite literally, I wish I was kidding you, biting.
Yep. Yep, that's Broken Matt. Broken Matt bites people a lot. It's weird.
I just love that it's like biting.
So, the Hardy Boys get the win over Cesaro and Sheamus. They retain their titles. They have their handshake in the ring, which they've been kind of building up this handshake thing.
Which, at first, I really liked, actually.
I thought it was really cool, because it was like, hey, you know, are the Hardy Boys gonna not handshake, or Cesaro and Sheamus gonna not handshake? But no, they handshake. And the Hardys celebrate while Cesaro and Sheamus beat the fuck out of them in the ring.
Yeah. Another thing I wanted to mention is when one of the Hardys, I don't remember who actually scored the pin.
I think it was Jeff?
Yeah, it doesn't say. When they scored the pin on Sheamus, and like they see the three, and Cesaro's like quarter arm length away. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like that. I know it's scripted and still, but still, if that was real, that would have been such a.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell why they would be pissed off, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that this works as a heel turn for them. Like, Sheamus works better as a heel than he does a babyface.
Yeah.
Cesaro can do both really well.
Yeah, like, I think he does heel better, but he can easily be like a good face.
Yeah, I thought he was doing really good with the Cesaro section, even though that's a pun on the Caesarean section.
Yeah.
And that's really weird. It's just really weird.
And I know I've mentioned this before, but I'm going to keep saying it. I love their tag team entrance.
Yeah, the Goro entrance. I fucking love it.
Oh, it's so good.
And now that they're both kind of on the same page, I take them more seriously as a tag team.
Yeah, like now that they're actually cooperating a shit ton better.
Yeah, where they're like, hey, we fucking hate I fucking hate the fans because they keep saying I look stupid. You hate the fans because, like, this fucking little Cesaro section, they think they're so great when, like, you're doing all the work. Like, we hate them, and hey, we kind of work well together, so it's pretty great.
I'll also say, like, back when it was Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, how they had, like, the Cesaro spin into the dropkick.
Yeah.
I love if they revamped that into, like, a bro kick.
Yeah.
But, you can't swing that high.
Can you imagine a Cesaro swing into a coup de grace?
Oh my god. That would be, like, mid-spin, just stomp.
Yeah.
That would be timing on fucking key, though.
You would have to time that like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah. Anyways.
Do you want to introduce the next match?
Champion Bayley versus the challenger, I know my words, Alexa Bliss for the WWE Raw Women's Championship.
This match was better than it had any right to be.
This is the match that I stopped at because stuff.
Right. Oh, so you don't know the rest of the things then?
No.
Okay. Oh, you didn't see the House of... Okay, we're gonna get to that, don't worry.
I saw a section of it because of the highlights and shit, but that's about it.
Oh my god. Okay, so Alexa Bliss v. Bayley. Like I said, this was a way better match than it had any right to be. Like, Bayley is not working.
Yeah, she was a jobber in this match.
She really was, and the reason being is because they've booked her to be a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, you little Bailey. Oh, you really, little Bailey?" I'm like, she whipped fucking Sasha Banks' ass with a top rope Frankensteiner to win the NXT championship.
Like, yeah.
Sack of ass. Like, stop booking her like she's a toddler.
Yeah, like, she's not a superwoman. Like, you know, anything you can do, I could do better. Like,
she's just a nice person. You can book somebody strong and still have them be a nice person.
Yeah, like, look at Alexa Bliss's freaking inauguration, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, like, she was pouting.
Yeah, Bailey sat there with, like, a sheepish pout. I'm like, stop.
She would, like, literally, like you told your kid in the back of the car, like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I know I said we were going to McDonald's, but we just don't have time." Like,
Santa doesn't exist.
Santa doesn't exist, exactly. Like, she pouted. And then when Alexa Bliss was like, "Oh, well, you know, you're not as good a role model as me," she fucking cheap shots her. And it's like, "Oh, yeah, that's the role model."
Yeah.
What, did you get your babyface lessons from John Cena? What the fuck?
Right. So, honestly, not a good match.
Like I said, better than it should have been. Mostly because Bayley and Alexa Bliss, for all horribly booked Bayley's been, they're still both really good wrestlers.
Yeah.
So, you know, fucking heaven help these girls. They did what they could in this match.
I honestly am starting to think that Bayley is, as weird as this might sound, is kind of turning into, I'm trying to think
Sami
of
Zayn?
No. Like, one of those people who completely completely suck ass most of the match, then pull one thing out of their back pocket and win.
Sami Zayn.
No, but Sami Zayn's actually a good fucking wrestler, though.
So is Bayley.
No.
She's a wicked... You don't watch NXT.
She's not on NXT anymore.
But she was on NXT.
Many, many moons.
And when she was on NXT, she put on fucking amazing matches.
Well, those don't matter now that she's on Raw.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Alexa
you know
Bliss
I'm right.
wins.
That's the bad part.
Alexa Bliss wins the championship. Actually, with a lot of... And you know what? Expect me to use this word a lot. A lot of psychology.
Yeah. I'll also say, because we forgot to mention this, we both called the Hardy Boys, so we both gained a point, and I called Alexa, I got a point.
Yeah. So that means it's currently 3-2.
Yeah.
So that's kind of shitty on my end. Hopefully I will gain some points later on. Spoilers, we've already deducted the points, and I'm the loser. But you'll find out exactly what we lost. So Alexa Bliss beats Bayley. Bayley has her head, like, driven into an exposed turnbuckle, and then Alexa Bliss hits this, like, spike DDT to win. And Alexa Bliss has actually been using that DDT more often.
I love spike DDTs, and you know this, so I'm happy.
I like DDTs just in general. I think, like, driving your opponent's, like, head, like, temple first into the fucking mat should win a match.
Forehead first.
Well, you know what I mean. Crown first, I guess, is what I was going to say.
Crown's the top.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you're supposed to... The psychology of it is you're supposed to drive them, like, right on top of their head, like, knock them fucking out. That should win a match.
Well, that's a spike DDT for sure. Spike DDT is, like, square on the top of your head. Like, it's what I've noticed is, like, a regular DDT is, like, forehead first, almost like nose first.
Yeah.
Like a face plant.
Well, that's what it looks like, but it's not what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. That's why I like spike DDTs. It's actually a DDT, like, it's actually how it should be.
Probably one of my favorite DDTs, even though it's really safe looking, is the Miz's DDT to a kneeling opponent.
Yeah.
I like the swing he puts into it. It's really good.
I will always say, though, two of the best DDTs is Drew McIntyre's and the Execution. The Impaler DDT.
Oh, yeah.
Both of which, I just love them. They're so good.
Now we...
I saw a clip of this when they were in like a kitchen or in a side room when there was a chair there. I'm like, the fuck are you doing?
Oh my god. This match was everything I wanted it to be. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the House of Horrors match.
Yeah.
Nobody knew what this was going to be. But they just knew that Bray Wyatt was fighting Randy Orton, and this was not for the title, so at the end of the day, this match does not matter.
Not at all.
The first part of the match is fucking pre-taped.
Yeah.
It's pre-taped, and I don't even believe they filmed all the scenes in one day. Like, it's so easy to tell when certain scenes ended and when certain ones began, where it was like, okay, and cut, and action.
Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, you got thrown into the next room? Cut.
So, I'm going to take you through the pre-taped section, because this is the only part of the match that matters.
Okay.
Because this is your House of Horrors. The rest of it takes place in the ring.
Yeah, I see that in the thing.
So, number one, JoJo starts off the match by saying that this match can only end by pinfall, submission, or forfeiture. Which is really weird, because forfeiture never occurs. So it's like, don't understand why that was mentioned. So a limo pulls up to this house in the middle of the fucking boondocks, which begs the question, did Bray Wyatt give Randy the address?
Or like the driver.
Or like the driver the address? Like, did he have to like write this out in the back? But, okay, sure. The limo pulls up and Randy Orton steps out, and he comes across and he sees Bray Wyatt, like, in the house, which of course has bad lighting, because of course it does.
Right.
But then Randy goes into the house and he starts searching for Bray Wyatt. And of course, he lingers way too long in each room, because you have to take in the aesthetic. Which, by the way, for the most part, is saved for, like, 2 rooms. It looks like a normal house.
Yeah.
Maybe a little dirty, but, like, I could totally see Bray Wyatt chilling back and watching an episode of The Letterman Show.
Yeah. Like, I'm actually, spoilers, I'm watching it right now on YouTube. All power to me.
So, obviously Bray Wyatt, like, blindsides him and attacks him. And,
wow, you said that and guess what happened?
Bray Wyatt blindsides him and attacks him?
Yeah.
And he beats the fuck out of Randy. Like, hella beats the fuck out of Randy. As soon as Randy gets the upper hand, Bray disappears into the house. So Randy has to go looking for him again. He then comes across the room that nightmares are made of, but nightmares like if your dreams had like a really bad special effects budget. It's a crib room, despite the fact that none of the Wyatt family members, as far as I know, have a child.
Right.
But there's a crib room with a crib and hanging suspended dolls. It's just...
that's a room of low-budget nightmare.
Yeah. And I'm like, is this normal for Bray? Is he having, like, a Rosemary's Baby situation? Or did he put this together, like, the night before, and he's like, I'm really gonna make Randy freak the fuck out when he walks in this room? Like, did he... I'm gonna steal a joke from, like, What Culture, but did he have to call up Toys R Us and order, like, special make these dolls?
Yeah, that is.
He's like, I'd like 9 of these dolls. I'm gonna hang them from my room for my kid. And they're like, Mr. Wyatt, sir, these things are fucking nightmare fuel. And he's like, that's the point. A man is gonna come and try and beat me up, and I need to freak him out.
So essentially, the beginning part of that match, when it was inside of a house, because, I skipped past half this crap,
right, was
Randy Orton versus a centennial, like a sentient house.
Yeah, pretty much. It was Evil Dead 2. But except, like, without any of the intentional stupid, and no Ash. So yeah, he goes in there, and, like, he takes down one of the dolls, and I'm sitting here like, isn't there, like, a crazed, sweaty fat man in this house that wants to beat the shit out of you? I would have looked in and went, oh, that room's fucked up, and Bray's not in there, so there's no fucking way I'm going in there. But no, Randy decides to go in. Like, I don't know if he thought that Bray was in the crib or something, but, like, he takes down one of the dolls, and he's like, he's a doll. And then Bray blindsides him, and I'm like, yeah, that's what you get. Cut to a bunch of shit, and they fight in a kitchen. And Bray spanks Randy Orton with a frying pan or some shit, and, like, knocks him out.
Dumps the fridge on him.
And then he dumps the fridge on him.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm reading that now. Like, I'm back on the weekend, I'm reading that. I'm speechless from how dumb this is.
It's, oh my god, dude. If you think it sounds dumb.
Oh no, I just finished watching it, like, seeing how the freaking match ended. I'm just like...
Like I said, if you think that... And then he stole... Now, it says he stole his limousine.
Mm-hmm.
No, that would make sense. Right, if Bray Wyatt went over to the driver's side and, like, pulled the driver out, and the driver was, like, fucking...
Panicking.
Like Elias Sampson or something.
Yeah.
But no, like, he pulls the driver out, and then he steals it. No, he just gets into the limo, and he tells the driver, like, take me to the arena. And I'm like, isn't that, like, Orton's driver? Does Orton's driver not know what Orton looks and sounds like?
I mean...
Or does he not give a fuck as long as he gets paid?
Probably that one.
Because, man, this is a bad driver. What was the driver thinking? Like, did Randy Orton through this drive go, like, I'm gonna go in there, and I'm gonna beat up this Hills Have Eyes fat dude, and then I'm gonna come out, and we're gonna go to the arena. You just sit here and have a fucking Snickers. Like, we're sponsored by Mountain Dew. We've got, like, 40 things of Mountain Dew in this thing. Just have, like, 6 of them. Wire yourself to shit. Yeah. If I were the driver, I'd have fucked off immediately. Actually, I was joking with my grandpa that Randy Orton should have come to the arena on Bray Wyatt's ghost tractor.
That would have been hilarious.
Because there's a ghost tractor. When Randy Orton shows up, there's a tractor that's driving itself.
Yeah, because that makes sense in life.
I was like, dude, kick the ghost, like, RKO the ghost.
Yo, Casper the Friendly Ghost the fuck out of this.
Yeah, and then take the tractor. That would have been fucking amazing. But no, they get back to the arena, and Bray Wyatt has his full entrance, including lantern.
Yep.
So he had a lantern just ready.
Yep.
And he takes the lantern in, and then when the lights come on, Randy Orton's just there. Behind him. Because fuck you.
Yeah, and then he says, while waiting for Wyatt to arrive, though Wyatt was there first. Thank you, Wiki, for not being attentive at all.
Does it actually say that?
Yeah.
As the lights came on...
Before that.
Before that? Oh, while waiting for Wyatt to arrive, Seth Rollins faced Samoa Joe in the next match.
Yeah.
So this is true. After Bray Wyatt was like, take me to the arena, driver, even though he can teleport.
Right.
He has been confirmed to be able to teleport, but he takes the limo because whatever.
He is a sentient house.
He is a sentient house. It cuts, and they're like, oh man, it looks like Bray Wyatt's on his way to the arena. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, Michael. We know that was pre-taped. I can tell you when the scenes ended and when the scenes began. Like, this was high school student film levels of bullshit. I made a Dungeons and Dragons film in high school in the 10th grade that was better than this shit. And I didn't even finish that movie. But yeah, it cut, and they were like, well, I mean, we don't know where Bray Wyatt's compound is, so we don't know how far away it is from the arena. I guess we better move on and just kind of hope that, like, Seth and Joe finish their match before Bray gets to the arena. I would have loved if just Bray would have just shown up and he's like, the hell is this? I have a match going on.
2 matches go on the exact same time in the ring. That would be amazing.
That would have been fantastic. But no, we have Seth versus Joe, which again, if there's one thing I can say about Payback, there were some good matches in this show.
Yeah.
Seth and Joe, I mean, kudos to them. They were great. Joe applied the Coquina clutch, and...
we're moving on to the next match, apparently.
Well, no, Joe applied the Coquina clutch, but Seth, like, back-rolled it into a pin, so Joe looks strong, Seth looks strong. It looks great. I hope these guys go on to do something separate now.
Yeah, please.
This was the second longest match on the card, actually, and I'm glad... Well, no, sorry. Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens was the longest, because it should have been the main event.
The House of Horrors match was the second longest.
Yes. And then, Rollins versus Joe.
Yeah.
So I'm glad, actually, because it really showcased both of these guys, and Samoa Joe hasn't been in, like, a huge match since his main roster push.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they did this, and Joe is great, and Seth is great, and the match was great. There's not much I can say about that.
I didn't watch this match, though. Great.
Highlight of the match would have been probably the Coquina clutch into the pin. Yeah,
so,
fucking whatever.
For those keeping track at home, we both said Bray Wyatt, we both came to the point, and wait a second.
I believe I called Joe on this one.
Yeah, you did.
And you called Seth.
Yeah, I did.
So yeah, it's now 6-4.
6-4. Either 6-4, like, well, 7 matches. Yeah, 6-4.
6-4.
Yeah.
Because then we've only got one more match to go. So Seth and Joe kindly leave the arena so that Bray Wyatt can limp in, acting like he actually just had a match when really it was fucking pre-taped, and it was very clearly pre-taped. But Bray gets in, and then Randy Orton's just behind him. Because he just is. How did he get from the house to the arena?
Pre-tape.
I assume that he's a snake, he went through the ground.
Yeah, he's a sentient snake.
I also love how they were like, oh man, we don't know if Randy Orton's going to make it because he's buried underneath a fridge. I'm like, no, he's not. The fridge rolled off of him.
Yeah.
Like, very clearly. They showed a replay of it and included the part where the fridge rolled off of him.
10 out of 10.
So, congratulations for that, WWE. Either your replay team is terrible or your commentary team is terrible, and I think I know which one it is.
Both.
Kind of, but commentary's worse.
Oh, fucking a lot worse.
So Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt continue to fight until Jinder and the Sings show up.
That's my favorite Mumford & Sons cover band.
Oh, you're getting good at this. You're getting good at this. I'm introducing Craven to the cover band game. But yeah, no, Jinder and the Sings, I like it. So, Bray Wyatt needed help winning his own match by Jinder Mahal.
I mean, to be fair, aside from his ridiculous-looking hair, he became a beast.
I mean, yeah, he's Roy Magoo all the shit.
Yeah, he is purely fucking roided.
And I will admit that, like, Jinder's pretty damn good. I buy him as a world title contender. Maybe not a world title holder, but a world title contender.
And another thing I gotta mention, like, his finisher, the, half Nelson slam fuckery.
It's God, I forget what it's called. You know what it's called? It's called the $1 Million Dream. Because Ted DiBiase Jr. used to use it.
Okay.
It looks better with Jinder.
As he calls it, the arm trap neck breaker, because he doesn't have a fucking name needed.
Even though it's not a neck breaker.
At all.
It's full on a slam, and it looks great. The Bollywood brothers, I'm glad to see that they're getting kind of pushed, but at the same time, they're lackeys right now. And they're put with him, you see, because they're all Indian.
Yep.
And Jinder has the gimmick of mad Indian guy.
Yuvraj Singh Desi.
Is that his name?
He's Canadian.
He is Canadian. Yeah, I knew that.
Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Yup.
Yo, this man is 6'5" and 222 pounds.
He's a beast. That being said, Bray Wyatt, former WWE champion Bray Wyatt, needed help from 3 other guys to win his own match.
Yep.
So, bye Bray. Good luck in your future endeavors, my dude. You're not coming back from this one.
At all.
I had a lot of hope for Bray. They were doing so well with him. But apparently, #push Jinder, or as What Culture puts it, and again I'm stealing something from What Culture, but I'm crediting them, so whatever. Don't hinder the Jinder.
Oh my god.
And then your main event. Your main event has to have Roman Reigns in it.
I'll also say, the Singh brothers, they're Canadian as well.
That makes sense.
They're from BC.
Nice.
Yeah.
We couldn't have put the House of Horrors match on last. We couldn't have put the United States Championship match on last.
Or any other match.
Put Bayley Alexa on last.
Put Enzo Amore and Big Cass and Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson on last.
Okay, don't put them on last. This match means more than at least their match.
Does it?
At least it's Payback. Put Austin Aries Neville on last.
Put somebody you haven't seen in 5 years.
Like, shit, I wouldn't have even accepted Seth Rollins and Joe. But why Reigns? Why Reigns and Strowman?
Just why?
Because Roman Reigns has to be in the main event.
Because he's the babyface heel that everybody hates and loves. And hates and hates and hates
and hates and my hate. That being said, and I'm going to skip right to the end of this match because fuck this. This did not have any psychology in it. This was just 2 meaty fuckers just smacking against each other until one of them stopped moving. The quote-unquote psychology of this match is that Roman Reigns is injured in his arm, and no, he's not. Shut up.
Yeah.
Because Roman can't sell that injury for fuck.
At all. Yeah, like, I watched the highlights of the following Raw, and, like, you see, I think, Strowman's leg or Strowman's arm was in a sling or something.
Yeah.
And then Rowan was just bandaged up.
It was so fucking stupid. This match was not good. Braun won, which I called, and you had Lol Reigns wins. But
right.
Braun wins, he fucking power slams Roman and he kicks out. And then he's like, alright, fucker, so he power slams Roman again. And he pins him. So good for him, I don't give a fuck. As far as I'm considered, the House of Horrors match ended this show, and it was just beautiful chaos.
So, out of 5, what would you rate this show?
Oh, God. Like, if I'm gonna give it a legitimate rating, like, not like, this is so bad it's good. 3.75?
Yeah, I'd have to be around there too, based on, the matches I've seen. I guess, the other 2 matches, like Brain, Randy, and Strowman and Reigns, probably would have brought it down a bit, maybe. But then the Seth Rollins and Joe match kicked it right back up to where it was.
Like, again, we got a lot of really good
It was a back burner card, essentially.
Yeah, it's a B show. It's a B pay-per-view, which is fine.
Yeah.
For a B pay-per-view, it was good. The House of Horrors match was just the right amount of stupid that you wanted in this match. There was no way they were going to save this, so they had to go balls to the wall stupid with it.
Okay. I need to address something.
Okay.
I just decided to look at the next future pay-per-view events of 2017.
Okay.
Strap in for this, okay?
Oh! Are you looking at some of the names?
Yeah. One of them in particular.
Oh my god, hold on a second.
So, May 21st, you got Backlash.
Wait, hold on, where is it? Can you link me that?
It just scroll down a bit and it's big.
List of WWE Network events?
Nope, one down.
I think I can see...
Pay-per-view events.
Scheduled upcoming events, right?
A bit up from that, but yes.
Because it's Payback, and then there's TakeOver Chicago.
Yeah, okay, so... Are you on the pay-per-view events page?
I am, yeah.
Then just scroll down until you see 2017, and then just click 2017.
Yeah, okay, so I'm here.
Yeah. So, May 21st, Backlash. Cool.
Yup.
Right? Randy Orton vs. Jinder Mahal's the main event. Go figure.
Yup.
June 4th, you got Extreme Rules. Awesome.
Yup.
Main event, to be decided. We could probably piece that together. Awesome. June 18th, Money in the Bank. Apparently now only SmackDown gets Money in the Bank.
Right, which,
pisses me off.
Fuck Raw, I guess.
Right. Well, I mean, it's better than them both having the briefcase, which was annoying when they both had the briefcase and
You know what I like is put SmackDown superstars and Raw superstars in there.
Yeah, what they first did.
Whoever gets the championship can go after whichever champion they want.
Yeah, you know how it should be the original way.
Right.
Anyways.
And I mean, maybe they'll do that. Who knows? That's in June.
So. July 9th. In Dallas, Texas.
I still can't believe this is a thing.
At the American Airlines Center will be Brock Lesnar versus Tibid.
You can't even click on it. It just brings you back to the same fucking page.
In the pay-per-view event, Great Balls of Fire.
Yup.
Not Great American Bash.
Nope.
Because, that crashed last time it happened.
This was supposed to be No Way Out.
Then what happened?
They renamed it Great Balls of Fire.
They found a way out.
Can you imagine? They're actually gonna have to sell this pay-per-view name as something to be worried about. You could see, Matt Hardy, on the thing, and he's like, at Extreme Rules, we will delete Cesaro and Sheamus. Can you imagine if he was at Great Balls of Fire?
No, you need, who's a country fucking superstar?
Mickey James? No, I guess it would be AJ Styles.
Wrong brand.
Revival?
Yeah, okay.
We will see y'all at Great Balls of Fire. Great Balls of... Why? Just why?
So I scrolled down a bit more, and apparently 1985 only had 2 pay-per-view events, and 1986 had 1.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Anyways.
Yup. So, I will see you guys again. We will see you guys again, hopefully, for the Backlash book it before May 21st. To see who will win between Randy Orton and Jinder Mahal for the WWE Championship. But until then, don't forget to tell us how you booked it in the comments section down below, and if you guys were right. And also, because we don't really have anything for this yet, Craven won this, but there's not really a winner's thing or a loser's thing. So what should we put in for the winner or the loser to get?
Or if there's a challenge.
Yeah, or if there's a challenge of some sort. Just let us know. Nothing painful, no cinnamon challenge, like...
Nothing stupidly painful.
Right. So, yeah, just let us know. But until then, guys, oh, sweet mother, great balls of fire.